What's up? What's up? We're live. We're live, people. Sorry for the lateness. I just got home. As you can tell, I shaved. 22 minutes late. That's not good. What's up? What's up, guys? Come on. Today's thing is about conspiracy, cabal. I want to get this thing out. Come on. Yep. So today's conspiracy with the COVID government. You have a phone there that you guys can call in. I just gave it to you guys. So I'm just waiting for you guys to call so I can put you through. Let me know. A lot of things has been going on, and there's through the media. But I want to say, once more people come in, you come in, hit the like button. See. Yeah. So what's up? So come on, people, let's do this live. Let's do this live. Cabal, COVID, everything. Why do you think this country is so conspiring? Do you think it's conspiring? Do you think it's conspiring with China? Do you think it's conspiring with Russia? Do you think it acts on its own? I like to hear this conspiracy theory because I like to come with some of my own. You guys got a phone number there that you guys can call. You call in and let me know. This is your show, man. What up, Mansa Musa? What's you doing, bro? What's up, King Pago? I try to get someone to weigh in on this conspiracy theory, but no one wants to do anything, bro. I like to talk, I like to make videos, but when I confront them, no, they don't. Yeah, I guess he's doing okay now, Mansa. When he gets his medication. Smash the like button for the host, King Geo, man. Yeah, yeah. Let's just do this. I want to do this. I want to hear. I want to hear some theories out there, because now with everything that's going on, a lot of people are weighing in that the mortality rate is not that high, and people even doctors don't tend to understand. We're not talking about numbers here. We're not talking about, well, I don't care, mortality rate is high or low. But if you come think about it, the mortality rate is higher than it is with the common with the influenza shot. I mean, with the influenza. So I want to get more people in so I can get more statistical. Let me see. Kim Paco, hey Gio, when I get you live chat more viewers, let's talk about this cycle. What cycle? No, you want to make your live chat more viewers, does talk about the cycle. Call me. What cycle are you talking about, Kim Paco? Yo, yo, yo. So what's up? Let me see, Kim Paco. Yeah. Want to make my live more chat viewers, does talk about the cycle. Call me. I don't know what cycle he's talking about, so I don't know, man. So, anyways, besides that, so let's get so Mansa, how are you dealing with your quarantine, or whatever you want to call it, quarantine? Because I've been looking at a lot of people, whether it's through Facebook or through Instagram, especially this one girl on Instagram, that she is feeding into the conspiracy theory that the government wants to control us, that the cabal wants to control us. Hi, Princess Kami. Um, that that we are being puppets. That this is just all, that this is just to put fear in us, um, and stuff like that. And people do buy that. Some people, the Illuminati, and that higher power Gates has some investment in this COVID, in the vaccination, and that moguls have want to be a part of part of this, and to that's the conspiracy. So conspiracy are just theories and theories, and these theories that I've heard conspiracy for a long time has never come true. There's a theory that Mansa has on something I forgot what he did give me. He did tell me about, which I haven't read it, but his theory about something I forgot what it was. Mansa, I forgot what it was that you said. Oh, about Iran, and about Libya, and about Muammar Gaddafi. And I read into that, and it's true what you said. And it's sad. It really is. So, but here we have it. Let's just say let's just say like the conspiracy, the Kennedy conspiracy. Do you all think actually? And this may be a conspiracy from one point, but this is my point of view, and I think and I believe in this. Do you actually think that Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy? Do you actually believe that? And then As he's going through the corridor from downstairs to another, comes Jack Ruby and kills him. Now, if that's not government cover up, I don't know what it is. You know, that in itself, to me, I believe that was the government. They didn't like the way Kennedy was running the country. They didn't like the way he was leading the country. So they said you had to go, because that's a long shot from where Kennedy got hit. And from my understanding, Lee Harvey Oswald has no training as a sniper. What's up, Michael? ¿Cómo está? ¿Estás bien? So it is, so I want to get, I wanted to do the video because I wanted people to give me their conspiracy. There was a conspiracy theory on AIDS. But you got to look at AIDS, how AIDS came about. They were saying that it was a man-made disease, that it was only destined for gay people, that it was to suppress gay people, it was just to get rid of gay people. So many theories went on and on and on, and it was just funny. Here I am. I'm 10 years old, and I'm looking at these. I'm looking at these theories. What's up, Jim? And I'm looking at them, and I was like, wow. And I'm 10 years old. I'm in my literally at my first year of high school at 10 years old. And I'm looking at all this, and I'm like, wow, this is incredible. As I graduated young from high school, and I'm like, wow, this is incredible. This is astronomical that they can come up with, that they can say such things like this, but I'm 10 years old, so I really didn't care. I was more into science, and I was more into computers at that time. Computers was what if anyone knows anything about computers, was the Apple and the Commodore 64, and I was more into that. But when it did come out, and then when my brother in the 90s got it, I was like more interested in that. I did a lot of volunteers work. So I try to put some knowledge that I had. I get some theories of how to that you could eliminate the virus. Those are just theories, and ideas. But those are just ideas. But when you see something like this, like COVID-19, and people say, "Oh, this is just the government wants us to keep us down." The media hypes this up. The media, to me, hypes it up a little bit, because they only show the death part of it. They don't show, some people don't show the people who had recovered from it. And I guess they do that because if they show the 80% of the people that do recover, then people are gonna be like, "Oh, 80% of the people recover, so I might as well just go out and do it." That's not the point. The point is, okay, if you're going to show people dying, then you got to show the people who are alive, who have survived. So this way, those people who are scared can have some release. Like, you know what, I could survive it, but I'm not going to go out there, and I'm not going to risk myself to catch it, because you got to remember, everybody's body act differently, and I'm going to keep repeating this day in and day out. So anyway, hey Jim, how you doing, buddy? How's Canada? Talking about Canada, I have my sister who wants to move out there, and I told her that the process is long. I don't know the process. I've been reading about the process. So you guys let me know. I want you to let me know. How do you think? How is this? How is? I don't know. I can understand how do people come up with such things. What up, you main chef? So I can come up with a theory. I can come up with a theory myself. I can come up with a theory of. I can give you this conspiracy for itself. I can say when China made a deal with the United States this past year, in that in that deal, there's a clause that says if there is a pandemic in the world, China can withdraw from that deal. So you figured maybe China doesn't want to deal with this. Maybe China doesn't want to deal with Donald Trump. So they say, okay, fine, we will sign up this deal, and then later on we'll just withdraw. That's a theory. That's a conspiracy, right? But then if China was to do that, and then China will be on fire because then you can't say who's going to be on the whole organization is going to be there because they always they're with China. So you're going to see the UN is going to go against China because you said you did this and you caused all this mass hysteria. You caused all this human life. That the president of China could get in trouble, could see jail time, and the whole government can. So they don't want to do it. But they might pull that. They might pull that rabbit. They might say, you know what, this is what we're going to do later on because maybe they don't want to deal with Trump. Kim Pago said, you're talking about Kim Jong Un, and then someone said that China. That I know that he's hiding from our president. Well, he didn't do anything to our president, so why is he hiding? He's dead. That he's dead. Do I know about Agenda 21 of Agenda 2013? No, I don't know about Agenda 21 of Agenda 2013. But if you call in, your main chef, and you explain to us what it is, then I can have more of an understanding. And you got the number right there. Let me give you guys the number. That's the number 305-402-4436. Call in. Let us know what is Agenda 21 of Agenda 2030. I'd like to know about that. Someone was talking. I saw a girl yesterday in Instagram where she was talking about that there's something about called Pizzagate. Pizzagate. I asked her what's that about. She said it's a long story. She got to get into it. And I asked her to be on my show, but she never did. Which is kind of sad because I like people like they like to talk, but they don't like to get on. Crystal Tini, she's the one, and she has a lot in YouTube and Facebook. I mean, Instagram, and it's all she talks about is conspiracy. Call in, Master Chef. Let's hear about this Agenda 21 of 2030. The agenda, I don't want to Google it. I want you to tell me what it is. I want to know from your voice. I want to know. I'm gonna give you another one. I'm gonna give you another one. Every year, Major League Baseball celebrates Jackie Robinson Day, right? And I keep telling people Jackie Robinson was not the first black person in the major leagues. There were other black people in the major league before he was. There were even Hispanics with black colors that were in the major leagues before Jackie Robinson. That's one. Number two, Babe Ruth. And I don't care what anybody says. Babe Ruth was black, or either was black or half black. Abraham Lincoln was half black. All right, so let me Google this since Master Chef doesn't want to call in. Agenda 21. Agenda 21 of 2030. All right. This is what it is. Agenda. This is right here. So you guys can see. Agenda 21 2030. Well, it says here Agenda 21 is a non-binding action plan of the United Nations with regards to sustainable development. It has been affirmed and had a few modifications at subsequent UN conferences. All right, I got my first caller. Hello, thank you for calling with King Gio. You're on the line. Yeah, who's this? Who's this?
Hello?
Yeah.
This is your main chef. How you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Hey guys, can you guys hear him? Hold on, can you guys hear him? Want to make sure they hear you. All right, so as I'm reading this, let me finish it. Since it found 2021 was only overly optimistic. All right, so okay, tell me, what is this?
Well, it's supposed to be a proposal from the United Nations to basically make it so that we don't run out of resources like oil and food and things of that nature. But if you research it on YouTube, it goes deeper than that. There's certain clauses in there that allow them to like take your property from you, take your money, and it's kind of like it's a facade of a way to population control or control people, you know.
Okay.
So, but you got, I can't explain it as well as they can explain it on YouTube.
It's more of that the United Nations is doing this in correlation with other countries, or other head of the countries that I haven't read it yet, but I'm assuming I'm trying to get what you're going at. That at a certain,
yeah, that's correct.
At a certain, if there is a certain pandemic or there's a certain crisis, that country where you're at can take away your home and can take away your money, your property, anything of their belongings for their benefit.
Correct. That's correct. Check it out, though. Check it out, because like I said, I'm not as articulate as they are on YouTube with explaining it. But it's pretty interesting.
You know, interesting it is, but we've been having this since the 70s. I remember when they tried to do the movement, that they said the country's trying to brainwash us, and it feels like if every decade that passes by, we have a different movement. As a matter of fact, there's a clause in one of our constitutions. I forgot which one it is, and that says that the country does have the power to possess your home. I don't know if it's the 12th Amendment or the 13th Amendment, but something to that effect, that they have the power to take away your home in the case of a crisis.
Yeah.
So that in aspect, that's nothing new.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, this Agenda 21 is just the second expansion of that, I guess. But if you believe in that type of stuff, it's pretty scary. And if you don't, it's pretty interesting.
No, to me it's interesting because I like hearing people's view. You know, a lot of people have different. A lot of people have different. You know, a lot of people have different views of everything. It's like one of the reasons that Republicans don't want to legalize marijuana is because in their eyes, these other conservatives, they say to themselves, because marijuana is going to lead to other drugs. No, marijuana does not lead to other drugs. A person makes himself lead to other drugs. I've known people that smoke just weed. They don't do coke. Yeah. They don't do heroin. They don't do none of that.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
You know, so it's all individualized. You know, so you can't categorize one person because I do something. That doesn't mean that you're gonna do it, or my wife's gonna do it, or we're all in the same community that we all gonna do it. No, that's not the way it works. But that's the way they want you to think, though. Those same people who put out propaganda to 2030. But I'm not gonna say propaganda because I haven't read it yet. But to put out stories like they're doing now, this is a conspiracy about COVID and stuff like that. Those are the people who want you to believe. That's how Hitler controlled the nation.
Yeah.
Making people believe that, oh, this is going to happen or this is going to happen. But if you have your own mind, I mean, you have to. Sometimes people have to learn to think for themselves. You have to know when someone's bullshitting you and when someone's not bullshitting you.
Well, if you look up that Agenda 21, I think it was Bush, President Bush. I think he was the one that actually signed on to it. There's hundreds of countries that signed up for it already. So it's that Agenda 21 or Agenda 2030 is actually real. It's just you don't know what's behind it, like why are they really bringing this Agenda 2030 up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I hear you.
Yeah.
It says here.
But they say it's for, like I said,
it says here.
For the better.
Yeah, well, this is what it says here.
For the better of the world.
From what I'm looking at Wikipedia, it says the 21 in Agenda 21 refers to the original target year 2021, where they were hoping to achieve their development goals by then. It has been affirmed and had a few modifications subsequent. You're targeting, or now the target date is 2013. One major objective of Agenda 21's initiative is that every local government should draw its own local Agenda 21, which would be sustainable goals, which are collected 17 globes designed to be blueprint to achieve better and more sustainable future for all. So it says sustainable development goals. These are their goals. This is what it says: no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent water, work economic growth, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, reducing inequality, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water. But this is just, I guess it could be true because, I mean, this is something that we, when it comes to the United Nations, that's like the devil behind it.
Yeah.
But this is something that all countries should strive for.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you. We should all strive for that.
But when you have one, this is where the conspiracy comes in. When you have one group, which is the United Nations, and they want to do this, then there's something more behind it, because you can't trust the United Nations.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, you can't trust them, because there's someone inside the United Nations, a member of that union, a member of that nation that wants something. The United Nations has never, ever, in my 48 years, has never been transparent about anything. Look at all those people that died in Africa for gold. I mean, for diamond. You know that shit. Do you think the United Nations has said anything about that? About the atrocities, about these women being raped in the Congo? No, they don't say shit about that. But they want you to do an Agenda 21, because they may say Agenda 21, but that is their own agenda.
I just posted something in the chat, linking to this radio show talking about Agenda 21, where they go in, they explain the fact and what I explained.
No, I'm only into it. That's gonna be another. That's gonna be another. That's gonna be another thing to look into it, because it's good. Yes, blood diamond, Michael. It's good to collaborate these things, because we live in a country that whenever when you least suspect it, they fuck you in the ass.
I very understand. Let me it was good talking to you.
All right, man. Thank you for calling in. All right, take care. All right, man. Take care, bro. Yeah, actually, bro, they shut off my electricity, bro. Nah, I got light. You want light? I got light. God said, "Let there be light," and poof, there were light. I think I love my love.
No, yo no tengo.
Put the fan. I don't want to put the AC on. So that sounds interesting. Agenda 21. Anything the United Nations that has anything in agenda with the United Nations, or anything that the United Nations suggests has an agenda. Yeah, I know I'm still ugly, my man. Of course, I'm still ugly, but you still love me. Guys, King Paco wants to talk about a girl that he wants to shout out or he wants to put on hold. I don't know what the hell he wants to do, but he wants to put her. I guess he wants to blow her up. So, do you guys want to hear King Paco's story? Yeah, Michael, Blood Diamonds. Have you seen the movie Blood Diamonds? I've seen stories where women are raped, women in the Congo and all that kind of stuff. And the United Nations doesn't do anything. The United Nations is a waste of time. If I were president of the United States or president of any country, I wouldn't waste my time with the United Nations. Just like now, who? That's a waste of time with who? Because they're all with China. And that is a fact. They can't say no, they're not. They've excluded Taiwan because Taiwan is against China because of the practices of animals and the non-transparency of China. The WHO organization knew that this was happening. The WHO organization knew this before it even came out of China that this was happening, and they still kept it to themselves and didn't warn nobody. They should be held accountable for too. Yeah, I know, Michael, and it's a shame that we go to war for countries like Iran and Iraq for oil, but we don't go inside Africa and we don't go inside there and help dumb people and say, you know what, this blood diamond bullshit, this shit's gotta stop. For humanitarian reasons, you don't go in there and just kill people. It's like when you go to Mexico, these drug cartels, they want you to do the marijuana growth or the cocaine growth, and once you do that, once you finish with them, they kill you. No, King Paco, I don't want to listen to your story. If you want to tell us your story, you call in. You got the number. I'm not calling you. You call in. This is the King Geo show, not the King Paco show. So if you want us to hear your story, call in like every normal person. Like yesterday, I was listening to this piece of crap. What's his name? Rodney King Walker. He's a joke. Yeah, call in, Paco. See what you got to say, man. To see what you have to say. All right, smash that like button. Smash that like button. 6 people, smash the like button. That's how YouTube's algorithm works. You hit the like button, they know that you like. So, this is what I know. So when I look at Social Blade and I find out, I look at Social Blade and I say, okay, my media or my live chat was good at 7 o'clock. It was good. And once I do it at 12 o'clock, I don't have too many people. If I do it at 3 o'clock, I get a lot of people. So that's how I get to measure when's the best time for me to do my lives when I see the charts from Social Blade, and also YouTube Studio tells you how it works. Thank you, Michael. So we gotta we gotta stick together on this. We do. You know. So anyway, so no one's done one. No one wants to talk to me about conspiracy. This is what the channel's all about. I do have Instagram too. I have to open up another infrastructure. I have to. Kimpago doesn't want to. You think that girl's thick? What you guys think? I don't know. I think this is gonna be for a while. Michael, I'm not a virologist or epidemiologist, but I would if we keep our social distancing, I think we're gonna be good for the summertime. But we won't see no major sporting events, or you won't see no MMA, you won't see no boxing, you won't see that. But and if you guys are gonna do social distancing, stay away more than 6 feet. Always wear a mask. Don't worry about, you never know. Like I said, this is aerosol borne, so it means aerosol means that it just stays there. When you take it, like when you take a spray can, go, that's aerosol, so it stays there. So if the wind moves this way, if the wind moves that way, it's gonna take those particles away. I mean, we're moving in that direction. So if you're walking in that direction right there, and you breathe that in, you got it. How you figure the government's trying to kill us, Paco? They want you to stay inside. Yeah, Paco, this girl's for you. Go look her up on Instagram. That's her name. But I think that's too much for you, though. That girl will kill you. Let me see. Yeah, King Paco, call in, call in. Let me see. Sign up. I'm gonna sign up with a new number. Why don't we have testing for all? Because they don't want to, bro. Testing for all should be mandatory. Testing for all should be mandatory. That's the first thing. If you want to give money away to the state so everyone can have mandatory, so everyone can know whether you're positive or negative. So if you're positive, you stay home and that's it. If you're negative, then you take the precautionary measures so you don't become positive. So because you have to walk around, guys, thinking that everybody's positive. They don't want to give out tests. I don't know what's wrong with this. I don't know what's wrong with this administration. That every doctor that got on TV has said we have to do testing. You know, so no one wants to do testing. I don't know why. Then this president says, "Oh, we by far the only country that's got a million and something." Yeah, you got a million and something testing, but everybody's not tested. So you got to give every county, every state the money, or have this big contract with a company and have them tested, and not no rapid test, because no rapid test doesn't do anything. You got to get a PCR test. PCR tells you more; it's more complex, and that's when they tell you that you have the antibodies. And even having antibodies does not guarantee you that you're immune, but at least you know. Bro, so you're trying, Michael. So that means they're gonna kill 230 million people just to reach 100 million. Yeah, Paco, call in, bro. You got the number. Yeah, and the sick, and all of us, all of us to die. But I don't know. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, man. They sound good, but that's just me. But I respect everybody's opinion, though. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. So my new Instagram for this channel right now, and I just put it up. It's going to be King GOPR together. Just take a photo. Took a photo. There we go. I don't need to crop it. Yeah, I crop it. I gotta put the Knicks hat on there. Next, connect to Facebook. Nah, you guys gotta look me up. Taylor Swift, yeah. Facts. 4-6 Tash. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to know something ain't right. That is true. That is true. You don't. That's why you have. That's why I said earlier. That's why I said earlier on before that you just gotta use your own common sense. You know. So when something ain't right, something like 416 Tash. What do you think of this is not right? You tell me. You want to call him? The number's 305-402-4436. All right. King Paco is following me. Oh, you're right. I got my first follow, which is King Paco. Who knew? All right. So when you guys do that, I have 3 different phones. So let's do how do I do next now? I want to pose. I want to do. I don't know how to do live here yet. All right. So wait a minute. So Michael, your gut will always tell you when some shit. Oh, that is true, bro. That's true. All right. So this is being used to usher in a whole lot of crap they want to do. Now I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing though. This reminds me of the Ebola.
sides your camera sideways and you can do live.
Okay. Thank you. So this is I'm gonna tell you how Ebola. The Ebola was it came from Africa and stuff like that, but they couldn't find the cure, right? So all of a sudden, a few years ago, an outbreak of Ebola came out, right? I think it was in 2012, 2014, and they were scrambling, and then all of a sudden they flew in the doctor from Africa. They flew him here to the CDC. They quarantined him inside the CDC, and that's in Atlanta. And in a week and a half later, he was cured. What does that tell me? I don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to know that they already had a cure for it, but they needed an outbreak in order for it to put it out in the market. This way, what happens? Let's do COVID-19. What happens now with COVID-19? All these companies are rushing to do a vaccine. So why? Because they do it. Someone spreads out the COVID-19, right? So when a big company comes, they have the vaccination, but they need it. They don't want it to go through the FDA process because that takes 5, 7, 8 years, right? So they do an outbreak. Once they do an outbreak, all these people die. Now you need my formula. So let me wait a month or two. Oh, I got this vaccination that we've been working on it for months and months and months and months. They put it out in the market. They test some people. Voila, it works. Which they already tested it on thousands and thousands of people before, and you get the vaccine. See, and that's how they work. That's what I thought of. That's what I thought of COVID. And I still, to a point, I still think the way I still think the way that is. I still think that China has a vaccine for it. China has, and as a matter of fact, I don't even want a vaccine. I want the cure for this. We're talking about a coronavirus. They just found 6 new coronaviruses in bats the other day. 6. My thing is, why don't you shut China down? These wet shop. How is it that these viruses are jumping from bat to human? So my thing is, I think China already has it, but China wants to give it to the highest bidder because China lost 3,000 people. They're a country of 1 billion, and China's been a communist country for centuries. They control freaks. At one point in time in China, if you had 2 kids and one was a girl, she had to go because you only could have one baby because they didn't want to overpopulate China. So it says, my guy here says, be patient. I tell him, I haven't paid my mortgage going on to 2 to 3 months on 3 properties. This is adding up. Testing for all. What the answer to resolve all this? I don't know. Those people who haven't been paying their mortgage because of this, they should just stop the mortgage until this dies down and people are able to go back to work safely. And then what you do is, if you miss 4 payments, if you miss 5 payments, if you miss 6 payments, you just add those 5 or 6 payments to the back. So let's just say you were 6 months, you only owe 6 months, and your mortgage was supposed to be paid off completely. Now you gotta add those back pay. You add those 6 months, and now instead of taking you 6 months, it'll take you a year. The same thing will take you 6 months. Now it's gonna take you a year. You're still gonna pay it off. So you just hold. That's what mortgage companies should do. They're not gonna lose any money. The president should have done that a long time ago. Come on, Axel. You know that China does not have child labor. That's ridiculous. Shame on you. Oh, man. See, we all talk about it, but we don't talk about India. India's never been in the picture of this. My thing is this. My thing is this. People in the Republican Party I'm going to make this a little bit. I'm going to make this a little bit. And I don't like talking about politics. People in the Republican Party says that President Trump is doing a good job. That President Trump is the best. That President Trump is. But if my memory serves me correct, didn't President Trump in his November bid for the presidency, didn't he say that he was going to bring those jobs from China back over here? Did he not say that? And that we're talking about 3 years ago, and shit, we're still finding 99.9%, well, I would say 98.7%, are things that are still being made in China. Things are being made in China. If not in China, you see some stuff being made in Bangladesh, that's India. What do you really see that's made in the USA by big corporation? Nothing. Only people who are starting a business. Only people who are starting up businesses. Like me, if I want to start my business, I will make everything in America. Because I want to give the American people a job. Those are the only ones, people who are starting up their own business from scratch here in the United States. Those are the only ones that you see made in America. But every big company is going to China. So why haven't you brought those companies back? You already reduced the tax rate. 401ks are up because of it. But those people who he reduced the taxes to have gotten more money, have gotten richer. See, I don't know. It says, trust these mortgage collectors like Owens Mellon Park of New York. They will take your house the first chance they get. Well, mortgage company are shiesty, man. I haven't dealt through that, so I don't know. I heard stories. Michael Medina says, trying to keep milking cheap labor, Gio. Yeah, I understand that. But I understand. I understand the fact that if it's like Nike. Nike is a German company. Adidas is a German company. So they don't do shit in Germany. All their sneakers are done in China. A Jordan shoe costs maybe $20 to make. Maybe $20 to make. And those Chinese workers get paid $2 to $3 a day. A day. And you pay $200, $300 for a pair of shoes. Well, it costs them $200, and then to import it, it costs them next to nothing. It costs them next to nothing to import that. Ain't that about a bitch? So why can't we have materials cheap here? Why can't we do the same things here? Why can't the cars be made in the United States? I remember when Ford was made in the USA, Chevy was made in the USA. The only two cars that are made here is Fiat and I think Acura. If I'm not mistaken, I think Acura. Oh, no. Yo, Paco, to do this live video, you have to message other people to do a live video, or could you just go live and let other people join you, or you have to have contacts? Because most of my contacts won't do Instagram live. They're not into the stuff that we're into. So yeah, so it's like immigration. Everybody gets mad at immigrants. Oh, immigrants are taking our jobs. Immigrants not taking your job. If you want to blame someone for immigrants having the jobs, blame the people who are hiring them. Just because they're doing your job for less money, it's not their fault. China is going to reimburse the world. How? Was that a question? Because you put a question mark. How is China going to reimburse the world? You know, that's going to be kind of, you know, they can even say sorry. They don't even say sorry to themselves. I just want this country free coronavirus. Oh, Axel, I just want this country to succeed, man. I want everyone who comes to this country that has a vision to have it to succeed. Whether it is you want to be a hairstylist, a barber, a mechanic, it doesn't matter, you know. But to come to succeed, if you want to come to this country legally. I'm all for that. I'm all for legal immigration. If you're here because you're political asylum, because your country's bad, I'm here for that too. That's what we're here for. But don't come and say that that the illegals are taking jobs. They're not taking the job because I don't see no white man going. I don't see no white man picking up cherries at a cherry farm or picking up strawberries or picking up cotton. I don't see them doing that. Where do you see that? Hispanics, Mexicans, or whatever Spanish nationality you want to think of. That's who's picking up those things, and they do it so they can send money to their country because their country, the economy is not that good, or there's not enough jobs. That's how it is. So don't be blaming immigrants for doing the jobs, your job. Blame the white person who's hiring them for doing the job. I mean, it's common sense. If you hire 20 people at $30 an hour, that's a lot of money. So that means you got to charge the other person that you do construction with before you got to charge them up because you got overhead. So, but if you can pay 40 people $15 an hour or even $10 an hour, so you get more production, you get everything done quicker. So that's common sense, right? And then white people, you get 20 white people in one room, they want to unionize the shit. Oh, I understand that. Oh, they don't give me insurance. I have to bust my ass to do this. I have to bust my ass to do that. You know, and they don't understand that if you have no education, even though education is not guaranteed success, but if you have a desire, and that's the key, to have a desire to grow, you will succeed. You will succeed, no matter what you do. Yeah, I know. People don't think about it like that. Oh, let me go pick up blueberries. Oh, that's not my thing. But you're getting paid. You're getting out the house. ¿Qué te pasa, tío? ¿Qué te ríes?
Ya estoy mirando, se viene una computadora, Dios mío.
No, blueberry. You know, at least you're out of the house. You're not getting that government check that everybody waits for. Oh, I want to get a welfare. No, you don't do that. At least you're doing something. You're becoming a productive member of society. Just because you work at McDonald's, you say, "Oh, this is not a job." It is a job. You're getting paid to work, right? I tell a person when I see them, you know, I saw a dealer one time, and I said, "You do drugs?" Oh, he said, "This is the best way. You know, I can make quick bucks." And I'm like, "Is that what you think about, the quick buck?" So I said, "You know, if you sell drugs, so it means you're a good salesman, bro. So why don't you go and you sell furniture, you sell cars, you sell something? You got a gift. You're selling something, right? So you sell something that's legit. If you're a drug dealer and you're dealing in drugs, open up a business where you can do something that you like. You like radios? That you like electronics? Buy electronics. Deal with electronics. There's always something that you can do, but you refuse to do it because you want the easy way out. And that's sad. Yeah, I know. Come on, it's easier said than done, but it can happen, Michael. What do you like to do, Michael? Let me see. What kind of work do you do, Mike? Let me get some water, guys. I'll be back.
¿Qué hace mi cartera ahí? Ya no la he usado hoy.
Vamos a abrir cosas en ahí. I want to get water. All right, so you a truck driver. All right. So if you a truck driver, why don't you go out there, save some money, and then you buy a truck. As you're going to the stops that you go to. What up, Dario? As you go into the stops that you go to, you make your own customers. What's up, Mike? You buy a truck, and then you have either you're working for the truck company that you're working for, and you little by little you have someone drive that truck. Listen, I can do this load of blah blah blah, and that's how you start. I'm telling you this because I saw a guy from Mexico who was a truck driver, and that's how he started. And now he owns his own trucking company. So you could do it. You just gotta save money, and you have to put it in plan, and give yourself time, but give yourself okay a 5-year plan. This is what I'm gonna do in 5 years. Blah blah blah. So you start saving up money. You get a good deal. You buy yourself a truck. Get these people that you're holding to. Talk to the owner. Listen, I'm gonna get my own truck. You think you can hit me with a route and stuff like that, or I can bring the merchandise, stuff like that. And you make yourself connections. See, look at this pastor. A Louisiana pastor again hosts church services, define house arrest orders. See, these are people. This is a pastor who all he wants is money. And then there are people out there who are so blind that will go to churches full, not knowing who has the virus. So it's easier said than done, Michael, but it can be done. So you've been a driver for 7 years. You can open up. You can open up your own truck driving thing. You just gotta, apply yourself, look into it. You already been there for 7 years. You know the ins and out. You could do it, bro. You just gotta put it up here. But don't do like Paco does. He be fucking around with chicken heads, and he was spending his SSI money on those girls. Nah, that you will never succeed. All right, so there you will never succeed, guys. I'm gonna put you my Instagram. That is my Instagram page, King GOPR. Then we do live there too. Also, check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna do my other room. I'm gonna do a green room over there next week. Okay. So not yet. You want me to look it up? I'm gonna look it up for you. The Georgia Guidestone. Okay. Georgia Guidestone. Okay. All right, Mike. Michael, you're talking about. I'm talking about. Yeah, Michael, you're talking about the monuments. These Guidestones. O mayo 20 va a ser la graduación. Va a ser virtual.
Yo comprarle algo. Me planeaba algo aquí.
Ah, eso va eso.
Maybe probably.
Hay que ser la graduación el 20. Bueno, va a ser virtual. Le van a dar el diploma por carro. Se pueden sacar fotos, pero ellos solo nada más con la escuela. No podemos salir. Y va a ser algo virtual por eso.
Y mañana, si salimos yo, aquí creo que le compro.
They have scriptures on them. What do they say? That looks like Hebrew. No, that's Chinese. So you got these Guidestones in Georgia and the Chinese. So let's see what they say. It says guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity, unite humanity with a living new language, rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. It says in 1980 the stones were finished. They carry a tablet in front proclaiming, "Let these be guidestones to an age of reason." Engraved the stone 10 men to reestablish the planet and society, perhaps after an apocalypse. So these Guidestones from Georgia, they were made in case there was an apocalypse and we were reborn again, and that species of human knew how to conduct themselves. Okay, I'll tell you what it says here. It says in June of 1979, a man going by the synonym of R.C. Christian approached the Edmonton Granite Finishing Company with the task of building a monument. He said that no one was ever to know his true identity or that the group that he was representing. He seemed to have an endless supply of money to fund the project, and by the terms of the legal contract, all plans had to be destroyed after completion and all information about him withheld from the public. In 1980, the stones were finished. They carry a tablet in front proclaiming, "Let these be the Guidestones of the Age of Reason." Engraved in the stones are 10 guidelines meant to reestablish the planet and society, perhaps after an apocalypse. They are written in 8 different languages: English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, Russian, and among others, commandments preached to maintain humanity under 5 million in perpetual balance with nature. So that's 500 million So we have 7 billion people. So that means you're going to have to wipe out 3/4 of the earth. According to this, maintain humanity under 500,000 in perpetual balance with nature. That means perpetual means forever, constant. Rule, passion, faith, tradition, and all things with temper, reason. Balance person's rights with social duties. Be not a cancer on earth. Leave room for nature. And the Gao stones also serve as an astronomical calendar. And every day at noon, the sun shines through a narrow hole in the structure and illuminates the date on the engraving. The names of the ancient languages are inscribed on the sides and the top: Babylonian, Cuneiform, Classical Greek, Sanskrit, and Egyptian hieroglyphics. Additional and an instruction tablet and the Speak of Time capsule buried underneath the surface, though the dates of which the capsule was buried and when it was reopened are missing. Whether this was intentional or the capsule was never buried is unknown. And then it says, this guide stone, quote, the guide stone continues to be a point of controversy. Conspiracy theorists and fundamentalists believe them to be the work of Satanists or the New World Order, fueled particularly by certain commandments such as guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity, which can be ominously interpreted. The only thing that I can see here that I can say it's true, where it says maintain humanity under 500 million people. Recently, there was a study that by us doing social distancing, Earth is getting better. Geologists have found or are finding that the Earth is reproducing better. There's a better quality of life. There's a better quality of air. So what did that tells you? People are fucking up the world. Yeah, but Jim, we're in California. Not all California is quarantined. Remember, California is a state. You got Los Angeles, San Diego, Sacramento. You have different counties there. California is a state. You have different counties. Look, man, let's just hope that this thing doesn't happen like it happened with the Spanish flu. My sister the other day sent me something, and I think it was Sylvia Brown or something like that. They said that in 2020 there was going to be a flu-like pandemic that was going to be short-lived, then it was going to disappear, and then it will be back in 10 years, and then never be back again. So what do you think about that? What do you guys think about that? People are not following guidelines, man. Everybody, Georgia wants to open quickly, or they already opened. I mean, there are, if you look at Sweden, Sweden is open completely. Sweden is doing what's called herd immunity. In other words, they want the majority of the people to get infected so they can build immunity. That's what Sweden is doing. And in Sweden, you could go to the barbershop, you could do your massage, you could do your nails, you could do all that. They keep social distancing, they do wear their mask, but they say that 20% of Sweden is infected. And by a week and a half, the whole country should be infected. So they want to grow, they want to have this herd immunity so that everyone can have the virus. And then when you have the virus, their thing is that once you get the virus, you get immunity. But having immunity with this virus is unknown whether you can get reinfected, because there have been cases that people have been reinfected. They go out negative, and a week or 2 weeks later they come back positive. Yep, look it up. It's called herd immunity. Sweden's herd immunity. So we don't know how, if you get the virus, is this going to come back and bite you in the ass, or you're going to be immune to it? We just don't know that. We know from what I've read with SARS was like 3 years if you were immune for it for 3 years. With MERS, with SARS 1, because this is SARS 2. With MERS, you were with 2 or 3 years also you were immune. And Dr. Fauci said that they had a vaccine for SARS 1 or for MERS, but all of a sudden it just disappeared. No, there is no guarantee. So this is why I keep telling people, forget about the mortality rate. Because people, scientists are people that, the mortality rate is not that big. People, let's open back up because the mortality rate is not that big, because they're saying that if we have 330 million people in this country and only 51,000 people have died, that's not a big mortality rate. No, number-wise, if you want to look number-wise, no, it's not. But we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen if you get infected. What's going to happen to you later on? What if this bitch stays with you for a year or two and then boom, it kicks you in the ass and kills you? We don't know that. So why take that chance? You can't control something you don't know nothing about. So why risk it? Sweden is doing a suicide mission. I mean, I wouldn't risk my people for that. I wouldn't do that. Then if you lock down the whole entire United States, then people rebel against you. This is you trying to control us. It's not trying to control you. It's trying to help you. It's trying to save you, whether you believe it or not. I mean, guarantee if there was a bomb to come this way and they can explode it, the first person that's going to be on a ship going to the moon or wherever is going to be president. And not just the president of this country. All world leaders will be somewhere safe. And they'll take with them scientists, engineers, the top scientists, and we're all left behind. And boop, there we go. We reproduce again. Well, it would be nice. It would be nice if they figured it out, Jim. But it's kind of, it's I think they already have the virus, bro. I think they already have the cure for it. They're just waiting for something. Me personally, I'm not gonna get vaccinated on it if they came out with it. But until I see hardcore evidence. But you got scientists working on it now, diligently, as we know, because like he keeps saying, I think they do have a vaccine, or they do have the cure for it. It's like they have the cure for AIDS and they have the cure for cancer. But here in the United States, it's not beneficial. A high dosage of vitamin C has been known to kill cancer. No, I already have HIV. I'm not gonna get vaccinated with a coronavirus vaccine. Hell no. You have to do a study, and I'm talking about a big study that's been there for years. Like my HIV meds. Most of these meds haven't been on the market for long, so we don't know. In the long run, we don't know the side effects. We really don't. That's why I reduced one of my pills because of that. I understand that vaccination helps, and there are some people who their body doesn't react good to vaccinations, and things happen. They've died. They've gotten paralyzed. So that's unfortunate, but it does happen. But with this, if they come out with a vaccine for this, I don't know what they're going to put in it. I don't know how my body's going to react to it. So I don't think I will get vaccinated until I see this. And who knows? This is something that may last a few days, a few months, and then just go and never come back. We don't know. And for those who are talking about reducing the population, if they wanted to reduce the population, they do it quicker than this. 200,000 people in 3 or 4 months. That's nothing. On a world that's 7.1 billion people. So we gotta find out. We got Japan. I think Japan just did a strict close down. See, then if there is, and then if they then if they decide, if the state, if the country decides to say, because that's Bill Gates thing, he said we should be, it's a mandate. No. Now that's going, now Bill Gates has his own agenda. You can't mandate. That's not being civilized. That's not being democracy. That's not being democracy. No, you don't mandate to me do shit. And then that's when I'll definitely, then you see me fight for our rights, and then I'll be saying, no, you want. Then I'll say, you really want to control us. You can suggest that having the the vaccine is good, but you cannot tell me that I have to, especially when this is preliminary, and you're only getting you only had the vaccine for a few months to a year in. Hell no. Now if they force it on you, that's a dictatorship. Then we'd be living in a dictatorship country. Then it'd be time to go to Canada. Homeschool. My kid's already grown. The only one that I got is a 16-year-old, and he already knows. He knows the important things in life: math and reading. He knows how to add. He knows how to subtract. That'd be foolish to mandate. It really would. Then I'll really be fighting. With all those conspiracy theories, I'll be on their side. You know, like, whoever remember the show Good Times. No Roger, no rerun on rent. They wanted Roger and rerun out. Was it Roger rerun? But that's what they were doing in New York when a year and a half ago, that they were mandating the kids to get the flu shot because there was an epidemic going around and a lot of kids were getting sick. And that was happening a lot about the Jewish community, and they don't vaccinate their kids, for religious belief or whatever it is, and they were getting fined because of that. Little by little, our grandkids are gonna live in a world it's gonna be unheard of, bro. The United States is gonna take a change, and it's gonna take a change for the worse. No, I haven't seen the protest. They don't show no Canadian news here. I gotta get on Cody and get on and see the Canadian news. But aren't the Canadians getting some sort of release money every week or every month? Well, my sister wants to go to Canada. She wants to become a Canadian citizen. She wants to live over there. And I said, it's kind of hard. It's not easy. What's up, guys? It's 10 people. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. 10 people, 5 likes. Hit that like button. That's how YouTube knows that this channel's hot. You know, the algorithm. Oh, what King Geo is being watched. Oh yeah, I know here they're protesting. I know that. My state protested last week. New York protested last week. A lot of states are protesting. That I know. But if you're opening up too early. I think the United States should incentivize. Put it this way: they should do small businesses. They should get incentivized. Mortgages should be brought to a halt because unemployment here in the United States, Jim, people are getting paid good money for unemployment. They're getting paid more money than what they. Some of them are getting paid more money than what they did while they were working. So let's say your unemployment was $250 per week, right? That you're entitled to, because every state's different. You're entitled $250 per week. Then the United States government throws in an additional $600. So that's $600 and that's $250. That's $850 per week that you're getting. Some of these people wasn't even making no $600 a week, $500 a week, $400, maybe $400 a week, but not no $850. There's some people who are making $1,000 and some odd dollars a week or more in unemployment. So those mom and pop shops, those are the ones that need to get help. You know, that's what I say. We stop with the mortgage, you stop with the light bill, stop with all that, because this way, if you tell the landlord from buildings and stopping shops, mom and pop shops, listen, let's put the mortgage up, let's hold that. So and then you don't charge the landlord doesn't charge the renter, and the mortgage company doesn't charge you. So you off the hook for 2 or 3 months. They per off the hook for 3 months, and that's it. But it's not doing that. But Jim, you getting $2,000 a month per person? Because you were telling me something about you get that because you're a business owner. Was it you or somebody else? What's up, Jimbo? Certification of verification ID. What are you talking about, Jimbo? Oh, you're talking about if you get the COVID-19 vaccine, they give you certification, verification that you show that you have it. Paco, that's just a proposal. Nothing yet. We're not even talking about that yet. No, Jimbo, your chip is coming. You ain't chipping me. I ain't no animal. Hell no. That's why I know. That's what Bill Gates wants too. No. Oh, they're making chips more enough to that, I believe. If you haven't made money in the last 2 weeks because of COVID, you are eligible. That's what the show is all about, man. Conspiracy, bro. I don't remember that. But Jim, aren't you guys closed down? Aren't your stores closed down, or you guys still open? So if you were a waiter, and your restaurant closed down, that waiter gets paid $2,000 a month. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, the mom and pop shops, they need that money. They need their rent to be freezed. They need their water to be freezed. They need their lights to be freezed. So when things come back to normal, they can pick up where they left off. So they don't have to, how am I going to pay a mortgage? How am I going to pay my business rent when I got no business? Are you getting your stimulus on the 29th? So almost everything is closed. So that means everybody's getting $2,000 a month. And over there, Jim, $2,000 a month. That's what? Everyone 18 years or older? That's interesting. So is everything but you still gotta pay your rent, you still gotta pay your water, you still gotta pay your light. And does $2,000, is that enough to cover those expenses, Jim? I know that, Jim. Look, you got Shake Shack got money. Chris Ruth Steakhouse got money. Come on, bro. All right, so what happens if you don't claim? What happens if you haven't claimed taxes? Are there programs out there in Canada like they got here, like food stamps and SSI, disability for people who cannot work and who are disabled and can't work? Not that you worked and then got disabled; you were born disabled. No, Jim, no big business. That's what they got, big business. Like I think AMC is gonna go. They're gonna file for bankruptcy until the business comes back up. A lot of people got turned down on small businesses because the big businesses got the loans. And how did these big businesses get the loan? Because they probably knew the branch manager or the loan officer. Oh, that's good. They're helping everyone. Hey, Jim, do they got programs out there in Canada? Like if you want to buy your first home, like they have here in the United States, they have no down payment programs, closing cost programs. Guys, give me a break. I'm gonna do my 9 o'clock prayer. So I do pray every night at 9, so it's 9 o'clock here. So give me a chance. You can hear me if you want to. Jesus, when you go downstairs, take that jacket off. You've been there for a week with that thing on.
No sé, ayer no se besó.
No del Padre, el Hijo y el Espíritu Santo, Padre que estás en los cielos, porque damos la gracia por tu día más de vida. Y damos la gracia por darnos la oportunidad de ver tu luz, tus pájaros y sentir tu aire, Padre Dios. Te damos la gracia por todo lo que te hemos dado, Padre Dios. Pero por darnos esta casa, por darnos nuestra salud, Padre Dios. En esta noche, Padre Dios, te pido que bendigas a aquellas personas que están pasando por el coronavirus, no solamente aquí, pero en todas partes del mundo, Padre Dios. Aquellas personas que fallecieron, Padre Dios, y aquellas personas que están a punto de fallecer, que tú los liberes, Padre Dios, de la muerte, que tú los sueltes de la muerte, que tú los dejes vivir, Padre Dios, para que vean a su familia, Padre Dios. A esas personas que no caen en ti, Padre Dios, que crean en ti, que digan que hay un Dios y que hay un Dios poderoso, Padre Dios. Te pido, Padre Dios, que bendiga a nuestra familia, que bendiga a nuestros amigos, que bendiga a nuestros madres, padres, hijos, hijas, que bendiga a Giovanna, a Priscila, que bendiga a mi hermana, a mi mamá, a mi mamá, a mi papá, que bendiga a mis enemigos, Padre Dios, que bendiga a mi cuñado, a mi cuñado, Padre Dios. Te pido que cualquier maligno que tenemos ahí en nuestro cuerpo, Padre Dios, que tú lo quites, que tú lo elimines, Padre Dios, que tú eres el pueblo de los pueblos, Padre Dios. Cualquier dolor que nosotros tengamos, que tú lo saques de nuestro cuerpo, Padre Dios. Cualquier pensamiento malo que no es tuyo, Padre Dios, que tú lo saques de nuestro pensamiento, Padre Dios. Te pido, Padre Dios, que el Espíritu Santo reine en esta casa, Padre Dios. Que esta casa sea bendita, que sea bendita por el Espíritu Santo, Padre Dios. El Espíritu Santo que tú dejaste en este mundo, Padre Dios. Te pido que tú tengas los ángeles en esta noche, nos cuide de nuestros sueños y que nos cuide de nuestra casa y que cuide de nuestro hogar. Amén.
Amén.
Ya,
Yo sé, yo no voy a tener miedo. Yo no tengo camisa de abajo.
sí, voy a hablar con no, si llevan semana con esto, es una cosa. Sí, dígame uno.
Yo siempre lo veo de Dios.
All right, guys, sorry, I was doing my prayer. Well, that's not bad. First time buyers put only 5% down. And what you call it? And what about closing costs? And it's true, Jim, but we always bail out. And what was it? We bailed out the car industry. Now he wants to bail out. Now he wants to bail out the airline industry. Bail out mom and pop shops. Those are the ones who busted their ass. Not the Walmarts, not no Sears, not no Target. Okay. But at least you can put 5% down. Here they got a program you can put 3.5% down. The program that I'm in, you put no money down for down payment, and you could have the seller put as much as 6% down on the closing cost. My seller went 3%. So he put 3, I put 3. I don't know, because they figured you got to do overhead. You still got to pay employee. There's still flights going out. Yeah, it is, Jim. I can't complain. I only put my down payment in my house for everything. I paid, it was 400 and something, but I paid 500. I came out to 572 because I paid the interest of the month of March. So instead of I closed February 3rd. So if I didn't put the interest, then my first house payment would have been March 1st. But being that I paid the interest, so I paid the interest of March, and my first payment came in April 1st. So then what I did now with my stimulus money, I took that and I paid 6 months in advance. I made sure that the money didn't go into the interest, but the money went straight down to the mortgage. So I paid 6 months in advance. So my next payment won't be until November 1st. Right around June or July, I'll do 2 more payments so I can get December and January out the way, so I can go all out for Christmas. I gotta get me some gifts for me. Forget the kids. One's 18, the other one is 16. No, I need my gifts for me. I gotta spoil myself. You got to spoil yourself, man. You only live once, man. Right? You only live once. So I don't wanna, I don't want nothing for St. Valentine's Day, because I don't believe in St. Valentine's Day. I just wanna, I like Christmas because Christmas brings people together. I know I don't believe in Santa Claus over that, but it's a good time, when people come together and people become jolly and they want to give, they want to give to people. So that's nice. And the fact that it brings people closer to Christ, that's even nicer. Nah, bro, I don't think Santa Claus is coming out this year, bro. Him and the reindeers are staying home. They don't want no part of the coronavirus. And then, like the CD says, that it might come back, and if it comes back in the wintertime, it'll come double. Oh, he don't want no part of that shit. He's like, no, 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 no. Don't give a crap if you've been naughty or nice. No gifts for you this year. So forget about Santa Claus. Don't even tell your kids Santa Claus is coming to town. They don't know. Like you having your kid like, Mommy, I saw Santa Claus and he wore a mask. Why? Is he sick? Then you ruin you ruin Christmas for the kid, because like you want to see Santa Claus fat, and even if it's your husband playing it or you playing Santa Claus, I don't know, Jim. I don't know. I don't know why they don't. They should just play in parks with no people in it. I think that would be boring. But at least you got sports, right? Fly in private planes. Have the pilot not leave anywhere without you guys. Have the same pilot. Tell them you're going to be working for 6 months. See no kids. Touch no kids. Have no holes in your room. None of that. Because right now, I'm a Mets fan. And on SNY, they're literally showing Mets game, but from PlayStation. From MLB 20. If I want that, I got my PlayStation right there. I got the game. I play it myself. Yeah, they should. You can do all that. If you can get yourself a rapid test that has a PCR on it, you can even do boxing, because you test the person, and if the PCR test can come back within a few hours of the boxing match with nobody in it, not even maybe just the referee and your trainer and everybody in that room right there in that boxing ring, it comes out negative, then you can do that. But you just can't have a multitude of people. Well, you seen football from Madden, from video games, Jimbo? Or you seen old football games? I can't watch old football. I can't even watch them. They show highlights, or they show the games of. The other day we're giving the no hitter by Johan Santana. I can't watch that. It's not the same as live. I already know what happened. Oh, okay, Jim. So yeah, Jim. Jim, you should take a video of your luau. of how how things are in your area, and you should send it to me so I can see it and maybe post and see this is how Canada's doing. I won't put your name on it, of course, but so other people can see how the other parts of the world it's going by. I'm gonna give you my email. I got Madden 20. I got MLB. No, I don't got Madden 20. Madden 19 because Madden 20 hasn't come out yet. I appreciate you guys coming in today, man. Mad love, mad love. Tennessee, my nephew was telling me that on Amazon they have the green room, the black drop with lights and everything for like $100 some odd dollars. I gotta check that on Amazon. You can add on your own stuff. That'd be cool. Let me see Amazon. Is all a ghost town around there? Yeah, but still, record it. Just record it. Then you can show it to me so I can, so we can see it. Cause we don't. I don't see nothing for Canada. I haven't heard anything about Canada. I've heard about Sweden because it's only because I read it. China because they take it on the news, but nothing. Well, that's not bad. 174. All right. Yeah, I'm looking into it. I saw that in Amazon. They got one for $94. Come with the light bulb, and they have one for 175. The only thing that I do when I do the backdrop, I learn how to put the things in the backdrop, how to do all that. So I'm trying to figure out, see if you guys can let me know. Is it better to do it on a Windows PC or a Chromebook? Because I am buying no Apple. Even though Apples are good because they got good hardware and they last long. Guess I'm gonna have to Google it. Yeah, no, but I'm not gonna use an Apple. The one that I'm doing now, mine is I'm using a Chromebook. My wife has a window. I'm thinking about getting Windows, but I'm trying to find out if Windows better or Chromebook is better for doing like the green room and stuff like that. So I want to be able to take like you said, like you said, these I have the backdrop here, right? And then up here, like you say, if I say something, I press the button that says, here it says, well, the president said this, and a backdrop drops with the president, and this says here, and whatever it is. You know, it's not. I know it's not a newsroom, but something to that effect. You know, that I could put it here, King Geo. You know, so tomorrow I wanna let's talk about sports tomorrow. Let's get away from politics for a while and talk about tomorrow. Let's talk about sports. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? There we go. That's a good subject, and that's what it's gonna be. Future sport. See, that's what I like my audience. I didn't even think about that. Because my name is Giovanni, so everybody calls me Geo, and King just came up. Yeah, I'm King Geo. There are other King Geos. I didn't even look at it, but I've seen other King Geo, but none like me. Yeah. Yep. And if you see me, uh, wait. When I play my PlayStation, I had Geo King in the next life, practicing King. Hey, I'm king in my own house, bro. You know, when you become a father, you take different roles. You know that, right? You used to become a father. You got your father role. You become a doctor without an education. You become a lawyer. You become a psychologist. You become a plumber because your kid did something, so you got to fix it. Because in your kid's eye, you're everything. Not knowing, like, does he know that I don't know how to do shit? But I gotta pretend to do something because I gotta impress him. This way, when he goes out, he goes, "My dad's the best." What was I about to say? I was about to say something. Uh, I forgot. Yeah, so that'd be tomorrow's topic, the future of sports, because things are gonna change now. They were talking about MLB doing MLB games in Arizona because it's hot out there, and being that the scientists are saying that the virus doesn't last long in the sun, so you know you like less exposure. But they gotta do something. Fox News saying more than 21% test positive for the antibodies in New York. 21% of how many people? Because you gotta remember, these people are asymptomatic. Some of these people are asymptomatics. So if if 21% of those people are asymptomatic, that shows no signs at all, no symptoms at all, just imagine how many people they infected. That's the thing here. You can walk around, but remember, think about it this way. The influenza transmission rate is 1.3 people. So that means it goes into the body of 1.3 persons. The COVID-19, the transmission rate, it's 2.3 to 4. So that means you can infect 2 people or 4 people with a droplet with a virus. As influenza only does 1.3. I don't know where they get the 0.3. I don't know what the 0.3 is for. You only got one body, but that's all mathematical. So so with influenza you can infect 1 person, as compared to the COVID you can infect up to 4 people in one time. Imagine 21%. So just imagine 10 people can infect 4 people. So you multiply 10 times 4. That's 400 people, right? Yeah, no. Yeah, 10 times 4 is 400. So that means those 10 people, 10 times 4 is 40. So those 10 people infect 4 people apiece. So that's 40 people in a matter of minutes. And then those 40 people infect 4 more people. So now you're doubling, it's a chain reaction. That's why you got to do the antibody test. So that's why you got to test everybody. Don't say just because 21% of the people tested positive and none of them have died and they're okay, but who they infected, So you got, those are the numbers. Those are the things that you got to look at. School's not going to reopen that because there's only 1 month left of school. What they're going to do in 1 month? Is he going to be that stupid that he's going to jeopardize the lives of kids and parents, teachers? I wouldn't send my kid. My sister said that Florida's thinking of opening to schools again, and I said, I don't know why. That's school's over in a month. We're in April 20-something. School finishes in May. Some states in June, but graduation comes right here in May. My kids, I just got a call today that the kids are graduating virtually. You gotta go to the school. They give you your diploma through a drive-through, and then you can take a picture of you can take a picture with your school as a backdrop, just you. That's because Axel, Florida's a Republican state. Don't you remember when Georgia was about to open? When Georgia was about to open, President Trump says, I'm in agreement. Let him open. I know the Georgia governor. He's a very smart governor. He knows what he's doing. And then the following day, when he went backstage, they must have told him something. Then the following day, he came out and said, I don't agree with him. He hasn't met what it is. I don't agree. I think it's a bad idea. The guy's stupid. The guy's stupid. When your school usually ends over there in Canada, Jim? No, I wouldn't send my kids to school anyways. I wouldn't jeopardize it. No, and if they tell me, well, you gotta go to jail, well, yo, lock me up. Give me those 3 meals a day, bro. It's my first time. You ain't threatening me, bitch. Send me. What, I gotta do 6 months? No, I'll do 6 months. Fuck it. As long as you leave my wife out of it, I go. You're not gonna. Oh, middle of June. So you got April, May, June. Yeah, the same thing here. In the middle of June, the school here finishes officially like around June 17th, June 18th, maybe the 20th. I know New York is like the 26th, but here in North Carolina is like maybe I think the 19th or the 18th. They take your driver's privilege away. Oh well, you gotta catch me in order for you to give me a ticket or to have me arrested. So you gotta catch me, and out of the thousands of cars out there in the world, have a good time trying to catch me. You feel me? Have a good time trying to catch me. You just can't enforce these things on people. If I don't want to send my kids to go to school, I don't have to. So I'm like, if I don't want, that's why that's why I'm pro life, but I cannot stand it when religious people or the government tells a person what they can and can't do with their own body. No. Yeah, the computer's faster and they're safer. You're in your own home. It's just ridiculous when they tell me I have to send my kid to school. I have to vaccinate them. I don't gotta do shit. Look, the only thing I tell people, oh, you gotta say this. The only thing I gotta do, the more I gotta pay taxes, stay Puerto Rican and die. That's it. Anything else is a choice. You know? So it's just ridiculous. Can't tell me you gotta send your kids to school or else you're gonna pay the consequences, you're gonna go to jail. Well then take me to jail. Take me to jail. Do I think all this is fake news? What, the coronavirus thing or just the situation itself, Axel? It all depends. Both, well, doctors, I mean, just look at nurses and doctors when they go on TV. If you know a nurse or a doctor that works in one of these hospitals, ask them, is this fake? Are you getting these many people inside your hospital? Is this really happening? Because I saw CBS newscaster David Barnett, and a doctor called him and showed him how the ER was yesterday. No, the day before yesterday, Channel 6 News here showed a hospital in Yonkers, New York, and how they were operating. And you will see them one after another. They were giving CPR. So I don't think the COVID-19 is it's fake. I think it's very much real. But what I just don't understand is that why aren't we doing testing? Why isn't everybody getting tested? You call a doctor, or I have a fever, or don't worry about it, stay home. Don't come to the emergency room. I want to get tested. Motherfucker, if I choose to get tested, so if you don't want me to get tested, tell me where I can buy the damn thing, and I'll buy it. Plain and simple. You don't want to pay for the state, then I'll buy it. But then you have that peace of mind. You know, and the news, the only thing I like about the news is the news always giving out the bad of the COVID. Give out the good, which there's no good in it, but give out the people who survive. Let the people know, other people know what's going on, how they went through it. Because some people just don't go people have no symptoms at all, or some people have mild symptoms. So if you're scaring the people, I don't want to go outside, then come on, that's not a way to do it. That's causing a pandemic. That's causing mad hysteria. Like white people hoarded toilet paper. Why? I don't understand why. Why was toilet paper hoarded? I did not know. Hey, what's up? What's up, Dominic Jones? Long time no see. That is true. I Spy living room, Mr. Jones. Hold on, guys. I'm doing something here. I'm doing tomorrow's segment as I'm doing this with you guys. Um, we're doing good, man. We're doing good, Dominic. What about you? How is this treating you? I haven't spoken to her since our last therapy, Paco. I think I want to speak to her this week if she wants to do something this weekend. Good night, Dominic, man. Man, love, bro. So how did the girl and the kids, if you got kids, you never told me if you did, but yeah, you did because you were doing a bottle. So, man, love to you guys, man. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Hit that like button before you leave. All right, I got that. When does your therapy? Okay, so why didn't you call in, Paco? Well, if you get it, I will call so we can talk about dumbass.
Donuts. Donut. Look at a donut.
You,
Te diste dos.
you dumbass.
You no me donut.
Yo sé, mami. Jimbo, Paco, your video are messed up. You can't hear. It's like muffled. Schedule for. Maybe your MC don't know. Retake upload thumbnail. Yeah. No. Wait. Set for. Oh, this is 7 p.m. Set 4 p.m. All right, guys. I send in. I send in a for tomorrow. Tell me if you guys for the future of sports. That's going to be tomorrow's topic. So let me know. Let me know if you guys get a notification about that. This gotta go. This gotta go. This gotta go. That's it. That's what I got. It's okay. Let us know in case you didn't know, Paco. So, Jimbo, you're getting your stimulus on the 29th, you said? Or was it Axel? Let me see. Jim, you left? Using a third-party app. All right, so Jimbo's getting that money. Drink it. Nah, just joking. I have trouble with the notifications. I have to figure it out. Well, because maybe is your notification on? Yeah, but King Paco, you know how long it took me to get 1,000 subscribers? A year and a half. My shit went up with Omi. But then after Omi went down, I had like 910, 920, and the rest I got it on my own. Who are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Mimi? Why, you want me to go after Mimi? Yeah, but if you want followers, then why don't you talk about her in your channel so you can don't worry about me. You gotta do you, son. Thank you, but you gotta do you. Yeah, Omi been silent. I heard someone told me yesterday he was doing some blackjack or some shit like that on Instagram, giving out money. He's hustling. Someone said that shit that Mimi had a big fat. You know what? I find Mimi ugly. One wants a bike, and one wants a laptop. Laptops are cheap now. I got my Chrome because I like Chrome better because Chrome it works with Google Play, and Chrome does its automatic updates even when the computer is off. It does its own updates. And with Microsoft, you have to sometimes you turn on the computer and it's doing updates, and you have to wait. Get it in Walmart. The potato lady, she's ugly. Mimi's ugly. Ugh. Yeah, I don't even think in my drinking days, and I had some bad girls around. But looking at her now, and then you tell me, yo, go back to your drinking days. What you doing, Mimi? No, do owe me. I don't know. I never seen a sister sit up, so I don't watch. No, I don't watch. I don't go to Omi's channel that much. It doesn't interest me. Some guy yesterday, one subscriber said that that I lost my contact. I lost some subscribers because I'm not doing Omi. I should keep up doing Omi until, but it's nothing to do with Omi. Yeah, but all she gets off a Target, Jimbo, is what 10% off. So you're paying. So it's 10%. How much is taxes there? So like in New York, I used to work at Target one time. So it's 10% off. Taxes are 8.25. So you got 8.25. So you're paying. So you're saving 8.25 taxes. So at a roll, you're paying 1.75% tax. Yeah, I don't want to see Mimi's sister. Doesn't interest me. The other girl that I put on from Instagram now, she look fat, but not no Mimi, bro. And then for him to say that, yo, did you see the yo? You guys did you guys see? I put it up yesterday, but I'm having trouble uploading, so I just took it off. Did you see the video where on ice cream vlog where Omi gets manhandled? Yeah, he got my handle. He didn't do shit. What a bitch. And then as he's getting manhandled, he's talking on the because Adam Knows put up the video because he shot it out. So Adam Knows he said that Adam Knows got a gorilla nose, which he shouldn't have done that. So Adam Knows came back at him and he put the video. Someone gave him a video of Omi getting manhandled. I know, right? Then he gets said, "Get over here." He's like, "Yo, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing?" Well, she may look like Pinocchio. King Paco, who knows? Where can I see that? Hold on, let me see if I got it. You can go to Ice Cream's blog. Let me see. Right, you go to Ice Cream's vlog, right? And then let me see. Ice cream vlog. I'll show you right now. Hey, you're the ice cream. You're the ice creams vlog. And then you go here. Yeah, Adam probably has it too. Then you go here. Where is it at? Where's my finger? You go to there. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna show it to you guys.
With Next Insurance, everything is done 100% online.
Next Insurance has great prices. I saw their high rating, and
Ice cream blog is now getting.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the
commercials.
channel. If you're new,
All
please consider
right, so you
subscribing.
monetize.
Also, make sure you smash.
Look at this guy. Look at this guys. All me's with the red hat.
Don't go out here starting trouble with nobody. But if a nigga want it, he get it. You know what I'm saying? That's plain and simple.
Yeah. They said the one that walked away was his brother. You saw that? Look at that bitch.
Don't go out here starting trouble with nobody. But if a nigga want it, he get it. You know what I'm saying? That's plain and simple. Don't go out here starting trouble with nobody. If a nigga want it, he get it. You know what I'm saying? That's plain and simple.
Yeah, on Ice Cream's blog, or even Adam knows. Even Adam knows has it because that was Adam knows video. So go to Adam knows video. You have it. Yeah, you saw that, Jimbo. I don't know. I guess he was talking to someone that and the nigga said, "Get over here," and grabbed him by the neck and said, "You a rat." And then if you see his brother walked away. From what I understand, that was from what I heard, that was his brother. Too much orange juice is gonna give you pure orange juice. If you take too much of it, you're gonna get constipated. You won't be able to do poop, poop. And the vitamin C, you have to take 3 vitamin C's at least 2,000 milligrams a day. So at least 3 times a day, just 2,000 milligrams. So you get something that adds up to 2,000. You do it for breakfast, one for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, he'll put it on YouTube, and he deleted the video that he's giving the potential knows all the rights to the vehicle in the house because he's getting raided again. That's his girl that snatched him up. Can you imagine this girl snatching him up? That's a big ass girl with a beard. Get over here. You playing me with Mimi, you rat bitch. Nah, you're not messing around. You're probably saying the truth, bro. And then he's talking in the background. Yo, nigga, come up to me. Yo, it is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do, right? And then he gets manhandled like that. Yo, I get manhandled like that. I won't show my face in the mall, bro. I move out the state. I go somewhere to Montana, become a farmer. Instead of calling myself Omi in the Hellcat, be Omi in the Pussycat. Meow. Shit's even cats fucking react when they're in danger. You know? So it says here, the U.S. Department of Labor Department issues new guidance for meatpacking workers. You see how they closed down Tyson? Tyson knew this was coming eventually. And even if it wasn't coming, they should have taken precautions, right? Now all those, what is it, 200 employees are positive? Come on, that's irresponsible. I'll sue the shit out of them. That's your job to protect me. I was going to watch the back, though. Yeah, Smithfield, too. No.
Pero yo me mira, pero mira una, ¿verdad? No me acuerdo.
Yeah, so all those companies that these employees came out sick, they should be sued because they knew this was coming up. They should have taken measures. You don't have to have too many people to do meats. I mean, or you could do it meats, but you know, have people wear PPE and all that kind of stuff. Come on, man. You guys are gonna eat together, you know, do distancing. Here in North Carolina, a strawberry field. When I moved here and I put my kids in school, this gentleman came to me, and I guess because of my last name, he wanted to see if I wanted to work in a field, and I'm like, no, I don't want to work in no field. I don't mind doing it, but there's no need for me to. Then he called me back. He did. I said, those fields like 2 hours away. He said, oh, no. Yeah, that's right. Then he called me like 45 minutes later. He said, listen, I found one that's near you. That's 45 minutes away. So I don't know if it was the one in Greensboro or the one in, what's it called? There's another town. And I said no. And then yesterday, the one in Greensboro, the strawberry field, they closed it down because most of their employees came out positive. Burlington. This is my meal. This is my protein shaker. Yeah, but doctors recommend if you want a good immune system to fight this, it's 2,000 milligrams. Yo, this is one of the dumbest men there is too. Well, that's gonna be kind of hard, Jim, because remember, the virus only lasts a few hours on the surfaces. So on the meat, once they wrap it up, they guys know where to go. And once you cook that bitch, it's dead. Once you freeze it, it's dead. So by the time it goes from the meat packing company to the truck to your house, that takes days. Yeah, McConnell. I think him and Trump are twin brothers.
That's what I take on a daily basis. Can I take my zinc with vitamin D and my vitamin C2 together?
McConnell, Mitch McConnell, the anti-senator. He says Kentucky is okay. Kentucky this and Kentucky that and fuck Kentucky. Sometimes I wish I could slap some of these senators in the face. It's like Donald Trump should walk around. They should make a slap Donald Trump, right? So he can put it on his neck, and every time he says something stupid, they slap him in the mouth. You know, like they do with those dogs now. The which is a bad idea. That they put the collar when the dog barks, it shocks them. I don't know why they invented that. I think that's stupid. You're taking number one, you're hurting the animal, even though you say you don't, and you're taking the animal's ability to communicate. Anyone that doesn't like a barking dog, they don't get a dog. Dogs bark. You teach them not to bark, or at least a certain thing, because that's the nature. They bark. They're fucking dogs. And if your dog barks too much, that means she don't like you. These donuts are good. I usually suck the cream out of it. Well, Cuomo said that they're the third state. I believe it. For every dollar they take $2.50. So they're taking more than double than what they're putting in. Yep, Chuck McDonald. $2.50 for every dollar. Name. That's a shame. That is a shame. So yeah, man. Cuomo said New York is number one. They give more than what they take. Yeah, I know. He said he wants the blue states to go bankrupt. What kind of person says that? We're in a crisis, and you want to say that only people who vote Democrat, the states that vote Democrat, go bankrupt. What kind of politician or what kind of humane person are you? No empathy at all, huh? Yes, they're playing bad politics at a bad time. And Trump should stop thinking he's a doctor when he's not, bro. Well, anyway, guys, this has been a pleasure. I'll be back on tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Guys, enjoy yourself for what's left of the night. Have a good night. Always give thanks to God first when you wake up and when you go to sleep, guys, because He is the ruler. Without Him, we're nobody. Bankruptcy may be good. I don't think so, Axel. Because to come out of it's going to be kind of hard. You have to borrow them. All right, Axel, we'll talk to you tomorrow, buddy. Tomorrow's going to be the future of sports. All right? Amen, man. God bless everyone. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in to King Geo TV. Mad love. Bye, guys.